Hello and welcome to NFI Educates. Today we are going to discuss about significant figures. Significant figures refers to those significant digits that you can take in a given number. So there are some rules to determine the significant figures. I'll write down here rules for determining significant figures. Rule number 1, it says that all the non-zero terms in a given number are significant. All the non-zero terms of a given number are significant. Like example, if I take 1728 or if I take 78964, then how many significant figures are there? Then you say here number of significant figures it is 4. 1, 2, 3 and this one is 4. Like this, if you get any other number without any zeros, then all the digits are significant. I can write here all the non-zero digits are significant. Better use the word digits. So the number of significant figures, the number of digits in the significant figures are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it will be 5. This is your first rule, that is rule number 1. Now let us see the second rule. It says that if any zero comes in between any two given digits, non-zero digits, then they are also significant. No matter whether there is decimal or not in between, but it's like this, rule number 2. All the zeros between any two non-zero digits are significant. No matter whether decimal is there or not. Let us see one example as such. 1728043. As an example, 10 is there. So that will come under significant figures. Here you will write number of significant figures it is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will be 7. Another example, let us take 1, 2, decimal is there, then 0036. Then between non-zero term you have 0 here. At the same time you have even decimal also. Then also every term will be significant here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number of significant figures, it will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the two rules. Then the third one, let us see. If the number is less than 1, then the zeros right after the decimal are not significant, are not significant. So mind here, if the number is less than 0, suppose less than 1, say 0.00234. If you get a number like this, these zeros are not significant. These zeros are not significant. So here the number of significant figures it will be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Altogether it will be 3. Which are the significant figures? That is 4, 3 and 2. Altogether there are 3 significant figures. Then comes your fourth one. If the number is a non-zero number or no decimal, if a number is without a decimal, then the trailing zeros, or we can call it as terminating decimals are not significant. Suppose you have a number like this, 7286000. Then these zeros that you can see, they are trailing at the end, they are not significant. Only the significant numbers here are 7, 2, 8 and 6. So in this case, the number of significant figures, it will be 1, 2, 3 and this is 4. So it will be 4. It is 4, a number without any decimal point. The fifth point, the trailing zeros of a number with a decimal point are significant. Example, say 17.3200. Then in that case, these zeros are significant. So here the number of significant figures will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this is 6. So here number of significant figures is equal to 6. But if you get a number like this, what you will do? Just see 0.03456600. Then how many significant figures are there? And after decimal, if you get zeros here, they are significant, we say it. But right after the decimal, they are not significant. So your significant figures will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here number of significant figures, it will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this one 6. These are the 5 rules that you will have to follow while dealing with numbers which are significant and which are not significant. Now let us solve this question and see. Write down the number of significant figures in the following. Now the first one, if you look, 0.072. Right, this number is less than 1. Starting with 0. Right after this decimal, this 0 is not significant because it is less than 1. So your significant figures are 7 and 2. So the number of significant figures here it will be TWO2. This way also you can write down. Then the second one, if you look at it, 12.000. After decimal, whatever zero comes, that are to be taken as significant figures. That's what we say in the rule. So here the number of significant figures will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the number of significant figure is 5. Then we'll go to the third one, 0.060. This number, you can see the number is less than 1, so this 0 is not significant. Then after decimal, any 0 it comes, after a digit it is significant, so these 2 will come. So the number of significant figures here will be 2, 1, 2. Then comes the fourth one, 3.08 into 10 to the power 11. So in this case, this 0 is right after the decimal, but it is not less than 1. It is starting from 3. So this 0 comes in between two numbers. So all the numbers are significant. What about this? These are trailing zeros. Now order, when it comes, we should know that 10 power, anything that comes, the order of the digit, 10 power 11, 10 power minus 7, then this does not come under significant figures. So here the number of significant figures will be 1, 2, 3. Number of significant figures, it will be 3. And then the fifth one, 1.2340. This 0 is right after the decimal, so it will come as significant figures because the number is not less than 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the number of significant figures, it will be 5. And then the last one, 0.04, is somewhat like this. You can see the 0 is less than 1, so this 0 will not count. 1, 2, you take it as a significant figure. Like that here also, only one digit, 1 is there, 4 is there. That will be your significant figure. And the sixth one is 0.04. The number of significant figure will be 1. Like this you can find out all the number of significant figures in the given numbers. Now let us see about rounding of numbers, uncertain numbers, how we can round it off. If the digit to be dropped, I have written down the rules. The first one, if the digit to be dropped is less than 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged. So if the digit, suppose 17.362, I want to round off this number up to 2 decimal places, up to here. Then if the digit that you are going to drop is less than 5, then this preceding digit remains unchanged. So this one you can write it as 17.36. It says like this, the first rule. The second rule, if the digit to be dropped is more than 5, then the preceding digit is increased by 1. Suppose this number 6.736. I want to round off after decimal to 2 digits, or I want to round off to 3 digits. Then if this number to be dropped is more than 5, then I'll have to add here 1. It will become 6.74. This is the second rule. Then the third rule, if the digit to be dropped is 5, suppose 8.635, this digit I am going to drop it, followed by a digit other than 0. Suppose it is not 0 here, suppose it is 1, say. Then the preceding digit is increased by 1. So right after 5, it is not 0. So this digit will be increased by 1. I want to round off to 2 digits. After decimal 6, 4, it will become like this. Because it is not 0. But if it is followed by 0, then what will happen? See in rule number 4. If the digit to be dropped is 5 followed by 0, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. Again here under rule, suppose 7.6350. Now if this digit, the preceding digit is 3, then here in this case, if it is even, let me take it as 2 then it will leave unchanged because the digit that you are going to drop is 5. You want to round off to 2 digits after decimal place. The fourth digit is 0. Then in front of it you will see if it is even, then it will remain unchanged. 6, 2, it will be like this. And lastly, if the digit to be dropped is 5 followed by 0. The digit that you are going to drop is 5 followed by 0, but the preceding digit is odd. This is odd. Then in that case, what you'll have to do is you'll have to add 1, 9.64. Like this, you'll have to follow all the 5 rules. This is for first one, this is for the second one, this is third one, this is fourth one, and this is the fifth one. So these are the rules that you have to follow while rounding off digits. But up to how many digits you are going to round off, that also matters. And in all the cases, I have round off up to 2 decimal places. After decimal, 2 digits I have taken. It will depend upon question to question. There are some few questions. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 given to you. Let us do one by one. In the first case, we are going to round off the following numbers as indicated. Means they will mention it here up to how many digits to round off. Here if they mention up to 3 digits, that means including the integral part as well as decimal part, everything is including. If they say round off to 2 decimal places, if they say then after decimal we have to do. Now here in this case 18.35 up to 3 digits means these are the digits 1, 8, 3 and 5. So here clearly you can see that after 5 nothing is there, means it is 0. So this one we have to check, it's even or odd. So here we can see that it is odd. So in that case you can add it. Then it will become 18.4 it will become. This is odd number, that's why I am adding it up. Then let us see the second one. This is 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. We have done up to 3 digits. Let us see the second solution. In this case, somewhat similar to the earlier one, 143.45. The nothing is 0. So number to be dropped is 5, and in front you can see that one even number is there. So if an even number is there, then we cannot add anything here. So up to 4 digits, so you have to look here. First, second, third will be as it is. 1, 4, 3 will be as it is. And then here as we cannot add anything, we'll write simply 4. So we have rounded up to 4 digits. Then the next one, that is the third one. Here you are going to round up this number up to 3 digits. 3 digits means 1, 2, 3. Then the fourth number that you are going to draw is more than 5. So we can add here 1. In this case, you don't have to see whether it's even or odd. Simply you have to add 1. 189, if you add 1, it will become 190. Then the fourth one, you have altogether 7 digits here. You are going to round off up to 5 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the fifth one. but it is not a zero ending. Here it is not a zero ending. So as it is 5 and its odd number will add here 1, so it will become 321.14. Then the fifth one, and whenever it comes the order of the digits 10 power minus 5, these things you don't have to look. This one will see here up to 4 digits to round off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means you are going to drop this 5 and this even. So even that's not permitted to change. 31.32 into 10 to the power minus 5. And the sixth one, 101.55 into 10 to the power 6. This order of the digit will not look here also. Up to 4 digits means 1, 2, 3, 4. That means this one will have to drop it. Now to drop, you have to see this even or odd. Whenever you drop 5, look whether it is even or odd. If it is odd, then you have to add 1. When you add 1 here, then it will become 101.6 into 10 to the power 6. This way you have to round off the numbers that are given to you. Now let us see the rules for arithmetical operation with significant figures. For addition and subtraction, you'll do like before. Suppose 12.587, you are going to add with 12.5. Adding. What you have to do is, first of all, you add it 587 and 12.5. After you add it 7, 8, 10, 0, 1 and 5, 2. After you add up, then you have to follow a rule. That rule says like this: out of these two numbers, which has the least number of digits after the decimal. Here in the first case you have 1, 2, 3, and in the second case the second number has only 1 digit. So this answer you have to round off up to 1 digit after decimal. So now this one, to round off to 1 digit after decimal, you will write this as 25.1 digit only required after decimal. So this is more than 5, so you have to add it 1 here. Then 0 will become 1. Rounded off to 1 decimal place. 1 digit, that means after decimal 1 digit. Now like this, for subtraction also the same rule it applies. If I am subtracting these two numbers, (12.587) minus 12.5, then you know that you will get like this, 0.087. But the rule says this one has the least decimal place after decimal, least digit, so it has only 1. So here also after decimal you have to round off to 1 digit. So if you round off to 1 digit, then this is 0, you have to add 1 here to become 0.1. So here also rounded off to 1 decimal place. Now for multiplication and division, this rule is not followed. What you have to do is, suppose two numbers are given 5.74 and the other number is given 1.2. As an example, you are multiplying them. The general way you will multiply 2 4s are 8, 14 4 1 and 10 11, 4 7 5, 8 8 8 6 after decimal 3 digit. Here what you do is, the final result which has got the least significant figures that we'll have to choose and make like them. The same number of significant figures we'll have to write in the answer as well. That is applied in multiplication and division. Here if you look, there are 3 significant figures and here there are 2 significant figures. Now I'll have to follow this one, 2 significant figures. Now to make it 2 significant figure, this ultimate answer will be 6 point. This one figure already taken. This 2, to make it 2 digit, this is 8. I'll have to drop it. So I'll have to add 1 here. So it will become 6.9. This is with the least significant figure. That means rounding off is done, rounded off with least significant figure. Like that in division, also will apply the same. Suppose 5.74 I am dividing with 1.2. So what I'll do is I'll remove this decimal. If I remove the decimal, then I have to multiply by 10, it will become 57.40 divided by 12. 1 digit will move ahead. Now if I divide it, 57.40 by 12. 12 4s are 48. Then 17 minus 8 is 9. I'll bring down 4. Decimal will come here. 12 8s are 96. 12 7. 14 7 8. 84. 7 times is 84. 10 0 if I 0 if I put again 12 9 times. Now I will cross this number 8 times. 8 2s are 16 6 1 in hand 8 9 96. This is 4 0 12 3s are 36. Then it will go on 3 3 and so on. So first we'll write down this one. This is 4.7833. Now you have to round off with the least significant figure. Now least significant figure is only 2. So here also you have to make it only 2. Now this one has to be dropped. So as it is more than 5, so you have to add 1. So here also rounding off is done with least significant figure. So like this you have to do for multiplication and division. Thank you and stay tuned with LFI Educates. We'll come with a new video with dimensional analysis.